This is the Refuge Project.
Welcome to the Refuge Project. The Refuge Project is a place to have meaningful conversation in a safe place.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm back.
Yeah, you are. Where's Mom? Hey, welcome back, dude.
2 weeks off. Me and James have said probably 2 words to each other since we pushed record on the podcast. So
Yeah, something like that. Caesar's not here today.
Caesar's not here today.
Yeah.
See, Caesar's a troublemaker. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that by listening to the podcast.
I don't know what you're referring to, but yeah.
Just in general.
I'll agree with it.
Calling fat people fat, you know.
Oh, dude. He's always doing that. I never do anything like that.
No. You would never do nothing like that.
No.
Yeah, but it feels like somebody's been sitting in my seat while I was gone.
I don't know about Oh, you felt that? Yeah, you felt me in your seat.
Yeah, just I don't know.
You felt my massive imprint.
While I was gone, I just felt like somebody been sitting here.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I sat in your chair. I'd do it again too.
I was listening to the podcast. Sandra was like, "Hey, you probably need to listen to the podcast," and I heard you talk about sitting in the chair.
I mean, come on. You think I'm not going to sit in it? You got the nice chair. I'm not going to sit in it. Come on.
Oh, yeah. So that was good. Man, that's good to be back, man. It's been 9 days in Hawaii.
Yeah, you did.
We did all the things.
All the stuff.
All the beaches, all the...
You did the Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, all the local stuff, too.
Checked out the pineapples.
Yeah.
Worth it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bucket list deal.
Yeah.
One of those things. My overall thoughts of Hawaii.
Was this your first time?
First time.
Okay.
First time. First time. No. I'll take that back because first time off this continent.
Hey.
So, been in Mexico, Belize, but still we're all...
Mexico, that's a, quote,
out of the country.
Central America, right?
Same continent, though, right?
No, because there's I think Central America is its own thing, right? There's definitely North America and South America.
Continent, like the piece of land?
Yeah. Like that's South... Yeah, Central America, I think, is technically its own thing. How many is it? There's 7, right?
I think it's...
So we got Europe.
We need Pastor Caesar in here.
We got Africa.
He don't even know where...
We got Asia, Australia, North, South, Antarctica. Well, that's 7 right there.
I think Mexico.
Okay, so then
Mexico's part of...
Yeah. But see, it says Central America up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just North. Yeah, I think you're right. So I don't know what Central America is then. It's
Pastor Caesar didn't know what was.
What was it?
Seattle? No, it wasn't. Was it Portland?
I don't remember.
Yeah. He thought it was on the East Coast or something like that.
Yeah,
he didn't know they had beaches.
He's been going to Florida, so that's all he's concerned with.
All right. Let's get back.
Anyway, you got off the continent.
Yeah, got off the continent. Listen,
although I think technically, since it's an
it's U.S.
Like, so do they technically say it's not part of North America, though?
No, it's not part of North America. So I was always in my phone was 5. It was a 5-hour difference in time. Mm-hmm. So me running a small business, I had my phone.
Yeah.
Starts ringing at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it does.
So
that's like 10.
That's 8 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So 8:30, I guess.
Oh no, yeah. You're behind. Okay. Yeah.
So rough. Starting your day at 3.
Who's calling you?
Just customers, potential customers, employees. So that was the hardest part of it because I was tired the whole time.
Yeah.
Going to bed at like 10, 11, 12, waking up at 3. That was rough.
I'm picturing you waking up at 3:30 to a guest complaint.
And I'm like I turned one of the bathrooms in the Airbnb into like a little office.
Yeah, you
early
did.
In the morning.
Yeah, you did. Of course you did.
Because I was trying not to wake everybody else up, conducting business in the dark in the bathroom. So that was the hardest part. And then like everywhere I could try to do was catch a nap at every, ride, every time we go to the beach, try to catch a little bit of something. That was the toughest part. The second part I didn't enjoy was the food.
It's disappointing, right?
Very.
It's not bad, but it's not exciting.
Okay, when you think Hawaii,
Yeah, what do you think?
you think of like abundance of
Fish?
fish, fruit,
Yeah, I guess.
pineapples,
Yeah.
for sure. It was hard to find a pineapple.
You could find a pineapple?
I mean,
You were looking?
yeah,
and you
because
couldn't?
you wanted like get the pineapple from where it came from. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we went to the Dole plant and the plantation and all that. Got a pineapple there. Okay. But just like sitting down, you would think Hawaii. Sit down in a restaurant, order some pineapple.
Yeah.
No, you would think like in Belize, drive down the road. There's like coconut stands everywhere.
Yeah.
You would think Hawaii pineapple stand. Anybody?
No.
Am I the only entrepreneur on the freaking island?
He said there's no pineapple stand?
Come on. The half of the island is tourist.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to open a pineapple stand.
You've got a great point. I didn't even think to look for one though, which is kind of crazy that I didn't think to look for one.
And then can we get a vegetable on the island?
No veggies. Yeah, that's true. There really wasn't a lot.
You
It's
know what
all
the-
like rice and meats.
Rice, macaroni salad.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah.
Well, if you get hungry enough, guess what? Have you done with the rice? You're going macaroni salad.
I slid that over to Tara. I said, "Hey, you want this part?"
And they can put potatoes in the macaroni salad.
She liked it.
Hey, let me tell you.
She liked it.
Now I see why Samoans are so big.
Oh my gosh.
All the
Macaroni
rice
salad.
and macaroni and
Just macaroni and
for
rice.
days. And pork.
Yeah, and all the pork. Yeah, you definitely think pork. Did you do the luau thing?
Spam.
You did the luau?
Did a luau.
They had the pork and everything there?
Yep.
You like
Pulled
that?
the pig out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was. I mean, I think our table was like $2,300.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Don't know if it was that cool.
That's what I was anticipating, which
But-
is why I skipped out on that one.
Vacation, you know,
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Patrick, my brother-in-law, he got to go up there and he was part of the male hula dance.
Oh, man.
Should have won.
Yeah.
Came in second.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
We was in Pearl Harbor the next day, and he was Hawaii famous.
Oh, everybody knew.
Everybody knew him.
How many people were at
You
the
should have
luau?
won last night, man.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I like
Yeah,
that.
so that was fun. Beaches, I mean, come on.
You know.
I mean, second to none.
What beaches were you hanging out at?
All of them.
All.
We
You
did.
went to the north side. You
went to North Shore. We went to Waikiki. We went to
Yeah.
all of them. We tried out all of the beaches. We was there 7 days, and then the 2 end days were travel days. So
Do you have a favorite beach?
yeah, there was this lagoon called I don't know.
No. Okay, that's fine.
There was there was one beach that was kind of a private beach. You had to go through this neighborhood that like only locals know,
Yeah.
and you got to park on the street if you can find a spot.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a bunch of like coral reefs there, and so the snorkeling there was.
You snorkeled it up?
Oh man, it was so.
I like
beautiful.
the
It was like
I like the mental picture of you snorkeling
Yeah,
you with the stuff on.
yeah
Flippers, I like it.
No flip. I didn't use the flippers.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a strong swimmer.
Okay.
Yeah,
You didn't need it. That's great. That's good.
but it was like being in the movie Nemo.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It was.
Found him?
Oh man, found a bunch of Nemos.
Tell us a joke.
Found a bunch
You're
of
a
them.
clownfish, right? Tell us.
My son got to swim with a few sea turtles. Noah.
He picked them up and
No, they were big. They were like big sea turtles, like maybe 20 inches around.
Well,
And-
that's not.
And I mean, well, this
David's got his
however,
hand.
However big this is how big the sea turtle
David's got
was.
his hands all the way apart, and he goes,
Look
"They're like 20
look
inches."
like Jesus trying to. They were big.
He's got his hands at like 60 inches
Maybe-
apart, and
maybe
he's
they
like,
were-
"They're like 20 inches."
Maybe they were like 30 or 40 inches, however big around this is.
Okay, all right.
They were big.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's big.
You could always tell when he like found one because he would just take off.
Yeah.
And he would swim with them for like 50, 60, 70 yards. And And then I was just like, all right, if he don't stop, I want to go get him because, he's halfway
Yep.
to Japan.
There's sharks out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see any sharks?
No, I didn't see that. Even we went to Shark Beach, Shark
sharks?
Island. Shark Island.
No sharks?
No sharks.
Well,
Which is okay.
no fruit. There's no vegetables.
No
There's no
sharks.
sharks.
Plenty of Nemos.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Did you just call them Nemos?
Plenty of Nemos. All the little jackfish. I mean, and there's one beach we went to. Chris and Steve Quayer went with us.
That's right.
And they have family out there, which is cool.
I didn't know that.
So they were just like feeding us little information, and we told them, hey, we went to this one beach or whatever, and they were just like, oh, yeah, the fish are real friendly over there. And they were. Like, she didn't even know what we were thinking because when you got in the water, the fish would come up to you. I don't know if people feed them or what, but they would come all up to you and swim through your feet and come up right up to your hand. They wouldn't let you touch them, but like, they were real friendly fish.
Friendly fish.
So that was fun. But it was too busy.
Yeah.
You ever been on a vacation that was too busy?
Oh, yeah.
Just run.
That was like all of my childhood vacations.
And I know that, we'll probably won't go back for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see everything. But if I do it over again, I would see just about 70% of what we've seen and just slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, you got to slow it down.
But
have you also been on the vacations where there's just not a lot going on?
oh, that was the best.
Well, sometimes.
Me and Sandra rented a beach house one time for 4 days.
In Galveston?
Yeah.
Well, so that's the place to hang out.
And we
'cause
left
Galveston-
one time to go pick up pizza.
Yeah, but see, Galveston's like an hour away.
Yeah.
You've been there before. You can go there again.
Yeah.
You can sit around. That's the time to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want that when it's the one time. How old are you now? Like 150? This is your first time to get to Hawaii, and you're probably not going to go back for another
148.
for another 200 years. You won't be back. So that's not the time to sit around and do nothing. But
You're right.
But,
then we have people in the group that were just like, all right, that's enough beach.
yeah.
And then the other people in the group was like, man, we didn't hardly go to the beach. And we spent like 50 hours on the beach. You know what I mean?
I did.
Which is fine. I had a good time. I think my favorite beach was probably North Shore.
North Shore.
Didn't really get in the water. Because,
That's the one with all the waves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was like the little wave season.
was a
Like
wave.
the wave season is in the winter.
Okay.
Where they have the 30 footers or whatever.
The big swells, bruh.
But I do tell you this. If you ever want to be homeless,
Go to Hawaii? That's the place?
why not?
Doesn't it rain a lot there?
Every day.
So,
But listen, they have tents.
okay. Okay.
They have tents lined up
Yeah.
on the best beaches of the world.
Oh, yeah. You just go camping. Man.
You
You're
don't-
definitely not supposed to do that.
No, it's like a whole camp full of like homeless people right next to the no camping sign.
Yeah. I'm sure.
No loitering. There's a tent.
I'm sure once a week or so, somebody will come by and be like, hey, guys.
Nope.
No, never? You don't think ever?
Nope.
You don't think they got to move spots on the beach,
Nope.
period? No. Okay, well,
Not with the broken down car right next to it that's been there a long time.
touche. Fair enough.
That's the bedroom.
Okay,
the broken
new
down
plan.
car.
New plan. You sell the business.
Beach bum.
Beach bum.
Yes. Noah's in.
Noah's in.
Yes.
Everybody's in.
He says, Mom, would you be upset if I become a beach bum?
And what'd she say?
She says, honey, I think God wants you to do bigger things.
She put God into it. She couldn't say, yes, I would
listen-
be upset. She put it on
But
God.
listen, you don't need air conditioner?
No, you don't. No.
Don't need air conditioner.
No.
I mean, we got there and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you came at this time. We had a heat wave this week, 82.
Yeah. No, hey, that's hot if you're in a
I
house.
sweated
with no
one
AC.
time. The only ACs are in the Airbnbs and the hotels.
Yeah.
If you're local, no AC.
Yeah. I want an AC.
Yeah, me too.
But if I'm on the beach in a tent,
Who cares?
you know, it's probably fine.
The other thing was kind of crazy.
Okay.
So I guess some 20 years ago or whatever, big storm, probably pretty regular in Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had a chicken farm.
Yeah.
Got hit by the storm. All the chickens got loose.
Yeah. There's chickens everywhere.
Chickens Hey, Walmart parking lot.
All the
chickens.
wild chickens. Wild chickens everywhere.
Beaches, chickens.
Hey,
7-Eleven.
I had a question, though, about
Chickens.
that. Because you can go hunting just like you can anywhere. You know, there's like places you can do it and places you can't. You can go hunt deer, whatever. What's the rules with the chickens?
I don't know, but if I was a homeless guy,
All right, we're going to... Look, you've convinced me. We'll go.
we're selling everything.
Hey, I'm searching up the chicken laws right now.
You
Because
know what I mean? But if you're homeless,
Yeah.
you got to just get you a tent, a beach spot, and there's food just running around everywhere.
Hunting chickens in Hawaii.
I question everything and all the hard work that I've done of my whole life when I could become a Hawaiian homeless man eating chicken.
Hey, here it is. Bomber. Wah, wah. You ready? It says, yes, some people hunt and eat feral chickens in Hawaii. However, state law prohibits harming chickens in any way. That's why there's so many chickens.
So does the no camping signs.
That's right. So you
got to go here.
you
Hey, little
can't.
chicky.
You,
I mean, oh!
you get your campfire, buy the no camping sign, and you cook up your chicken right there. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's why there's so many, though, because you're not allowed to touch them. I don't know why you're not allowed to touch them. I didn't get that far. But
you would think that you would want to hunt them because they're not natural species, right? They're got to be changing the ecosystem somehow.
yeah, I don't know.
And they have all the homeless on the side of the island that we stayed in.
Nice. Yeah.
Because that's where like the missions and stuff are, where they feed you and all that.
Yeah.
But they're gentrifying, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to push them out somewhere. But just in case you get tired of the rat race and you want to slow your life down.
Yeah. If you ever go back, you should try Maui, the island right next door.
Yeah.
Try that one. That one was way more, in my opinion, it was way more chill. It was way more, like when in your head, when you think like, I'm going to Hawaii,
Yeah.
as with no experience, Maui looked way more like that than
The Big Island.
the Big Island did. The Big Island was way more, like there's downtown, all the big city stuff. There was,
Waikiki was kind of like
Yeah.
that spot. The
Yeah.
tourists.
which is fine, whatever.
They
But,
got Ross and Marshalls and
yeah. But if you go over to Maui, I mean, they still have those stores here and there, but it's way more spread out. Everything's way more open.
Yeah.
You're looking at the volcano and, you know. So I liked Maui overall better.
Did you eat the malasadas or whatever they were?
Yeah, I did. Of course I did.
Those little
You don't think I'm gonna eat
cinnamon
those
sugar donut
delicious donuts? You don't think I'm gonna eat that? You don't think I'm gonna... Did you get it with the chocolate inside? Did you do that one?
things? Only about 3 dozen while I was there.
Dude, are you kidding me? Like
Every night.
did
Eating it
I?
out of Leonard's.
So your diet's still going good, or what? Or the malasadas got you a little
Let me
messed
tell you.
up?
I didn't wear a pair of pants that had a button while I was there. So I really didn't know
So
what
you
was
have-
going on until I got back here and tried to go to church on Sunday.
Had to reach in that other part of your closet.
Yeah, gotta slide down to the fat side.
Golly, man. No, those were great. I got into croissants while I was there, which I
Okay.
know isn't necessarily Hawaiian.
Don't even know if I seen a croissant while I was
Dude,
there.
I saw, well, because you go to the bakery to
Yeah.
get the malasadas and stuff, right? But it's a bakery, so they got all the...
Did you go to Leonard's?
I did not go to Leonard's. It wasn't close enough.
Supposedly Leonard's is the place.
I learned that like the last day on that island, but even if I had known that, I don't know if I'd gone because we didn't have a car on that island, so we were
okay,
just like getting rides everywhere. And
Speaking of
walking,
that.
and it was just far enough.
On the Big Island, everything's an hour away.
Yeah, everything was like 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah,
It was just like 18 miles, 47 minutes. 18 miles, 47 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Because
These
you're-
chickens are getting around faster than we are.
well, yeah, well, nobody can touch the chicken. Dude. They ain't got to stop
Hey,
in traffic.
and the mopeds are out of control.
Oh, they're out there.
Dude, you're sitting in traffic, and the next thing you know, on the shoulder,
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
the homeless on the moped.
On the moped.
Oh my goodness!
Snatching up chickens. Barbecuing on the beach. Living it up.
And listen,
Come on,
you know
Noah.
you know what's awesome about the
Explain to Noah why that's not okay.
you know what's awesome about the homeless populations there?
What's awesome about it?
You know, when you go down here to under the bridge or whatever, it is trashed out, feces everywhere, all this stuff, right?
Not in Hawaii?
Not in Hawaii, because their gods are the god of the ocean and the land and the sun and all the things.
Yeah.
So they take care of it. And they pick up their trash and they all put it in one place, and the city comes by.
Tell
and puts
Noah
it.
why that's not okay.
You know what I'm talking
Tell
about?
him why it's not okay.
Is it?
Explain to him why it's not okay
Is it?
to go be respectful to nature, not bother anybody, and have a good time on the beach.
I think there's something about it, man.
Go ahead, explain it to
I
him.
need to dust off my surfboard from back in the day and sell everything.
Oh, but the croissants. Because I'd end up in the bakeries. And so you'd have these bakeries that are really good at bacon stuff. Mm-hmm. And so the croissants would be incredible. Because at some point I'd go, that chocolate croissant sounds nice. I'll try one. And it would be the best thing ever. So then I get a croissant every day with a malasada, with a whatever. You know, we just...
Did you try any of the chocolates?
The macadamia nut chocolate stuff?
Just,
or just
no, like dark chocolate, milk chocolate?
I definitely
also?
did. I didn't like buy a big chocolate bar, but there was a few things we kept. So we were staying in the hotel, the Hilton, whatever, because I had the Hilton card. That was how I was doing it, right? And so with one of the perks of the card was you had diamond status at the Hilton place.
okay.
Which if you
I
have
see you, big
diamond
dog.
status, then you get, depending on the hotel, you get a certain credit, daily credit to
Oh,
use
yeah,
at
I
the hotel.
remember that.
And so for us, I think it was like $30 a day that you could use at the hotel. So we were trying to buy as much food with that credit because they had a little convenience store thing at the bottom of the hotel. So we would buy these little like sushi things there, and it's like convenience store gas station food, you know, but it was slightly better than that because if you did buy a little box of sushi things, it was like freshly caught fish from that day, but it was still kind of like prepackaged. And anyway, so it was better than like a gas station here, but it was definitely not as good as going to an actual restaurant or something. But we had the credit and everything. We couldn't spend $50 on every meal, so we were buying a lot of stuff there. So anyway, some of those things would have like a little piece of chocolate with it. Some of the things that we were buying every day. So I had some of the chocolate there, and then at some point, Tara bought a bag of chocolate covered macadamia nuts for like $20, and they were good. But
Yeah, the chocolate over there is pretty good. So we went to a chocolate bar, and
we thought about doing that, and then
That was fun.
It just didn't happen. For
it
whatever
was,
reason.
we went to this place called Cinnamon's for breakfast one morning,
I like it.
and then right next door, they had this chocolate bar, and you sit down there and they feed you the different chocolates, and
I like it.
and tell you, how they were made and all the different flavors and stuff, and
I'm into that.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Sounds like it was successful.
It was very good. Steve took us to this one beach. He said, "Y'all want waves, huh?" So he takes us to North Shore, and he goes, "Here, this is and we pull up, and this is the small waves, right? These things are like 10 foot tall." Mm-hmm. And he goes, "This is Sandy Beach."
Sandy Beach.
Yeah, nickname Neck Breaker Beach. I'm just like, hey, Steve,
We're going down to the neck break.
Yeah, maybe we should try something different. You know what I mean?
Did you try it out or no?
Nah.
You didn't go to.
I mean, I would have,
That would have been fun.
but Noah would have went straight in,
Yeah.
and he would. Who knows?
You didn't want that to happen?
I mean, who know? I don't even know.
Maybe he would have come back stronger
or
than ever
washed
before.
out to Japan.
You never know. That could have made him.
So we went and found something a little bit smaller.
Okay,
you
yeah.
know, like 6 foot waves or something like that, which was still
That's
all we ever got in
It's
Galveston. You know what I mean? Plenty.
plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good.
I saw Steve's son Aaron at Gringo's while y'all were gone. He came in and ate, and I said, "You're not in Hawaii?" And he was like, "Nah, I didn't get the invite." I said, "Dang, dude." was thinking, man, if my whole family was in Hawaii and I didn't get the invite, I'd be pretty bummed about that. He seemed pretty all right, though.
Yeah, it wasn't his senior trip.
Yeah, it was just the sister.
He got the senior trip to Hawaii.
Oh, he got it then?
Yeah.
Oh, so everybody goes to Hawaii.
Everybody goes to Hawaii.
Oh, well then,
Well, they got family over there, so they've been.
Yeah, so he don't care.
Yeah, so you don't care.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, he had to drop them off and pick them up at the airport. Oh, so
We all been there.
Speaking of that, so the number one truck stolen in Texas, F-Series Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Well, they make the most of them.
Yeah, it's probably the most of them around and all those things. But
You're not about to say somebody stole your truck.
no, so I was just
I was
like,
pretty sure I saw it out there.
not taking my truck and leaving it for a week at the airport. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, that's like $150 at the airport.
that was $47. Not too bad.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, not at the airport, but one of those.
Yeah, because
the
they're
spot.
they'll charge you like $20 a day or something.
Yeah, but
stupid
I'm
like that.
one diamond member or whatever.
Oh,
know?
you? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
You always make me say it.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I forget. My bad.
So,
I should have known.
So we take the Tesla and we just squeeze in,
Uh-huh.
like 8 suitcases.
Mm.
We rented a full size SUV when we get there. And I will back up to the other. And it was us and Patrick and Marissa and Bella. Bro, there were so many suitcases. You couldn't fit 7 people and however many suitcases in a full size SUV.
Yeah, of course not.
I thought
There's
we were-
only like seats for 8 people and
I
stuff.
thought we was gonna have to rent a separate car.
Yeah.
For the bags.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get 2 cars.
Didn't do that.
Oh.
We just stacked them.
So how did you made it?
I drove.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't stack them on me.
Wow.
Anyways,
Everybody's sitting there with a suitcase in their lap.
no, 3 suitcases
In their lap.
and their lap stacked from their lap to the ceiling
That's
in the
amazing.
car.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I
So-
like that idea.
Yeah. So we come up there.
And you're just driving with the AC on you.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
You're controlling
Y'all
the
okay back
radio. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. So dropped the car off. Didn't think nothing of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we drove Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Had about 89%. Not a big deal.
Uh-huh.
But I forgot to turn see, in the Tesla, you have like this overheating protection.
Uh-huh.
See, when you get in your car, you want it 70 degrees. You don't want it at 110 like everybody else. You know what I mean? First world problems, okay? I forgot to turn that off. So a whole week, my air conditioner just 70 degrees in the car. Come back, plane lands like at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You got no
Car's
battery.
on like 10%.
Yeah.
Closest battery charger is on Telephone Road.
And you're at the
listen.
you're at Bush.
I'm at Hobby.
You're at Hobby. Okay.
So if you're not from around here, just think about some of the sketchier neighborhoods in your area. And
that's where you're headed.
This is what, yeah. And this is the thing about the Tesla. Once you plug the plug in, it kills the car or you can't move unless you unplug it. So you're just sitting duck.
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, you know, and I'm like, not doing it.
You got.
Can't do it.
You got
'Cause
tired
listen,
traveling.
I didn't carry a pistol because I'm on the airplane.
Yeah, what are you gonna do
You know what I
with
mean? So I'm just like, I'm doing it. I'm driving to Webster, bro. 10%. And we're like,
But what happens if you die on the freeway in that? What happens?
you got to get towed to a charger. So here are me and my family. I think we had 15% to be accurate or something. We pull in the charger in Webster like at 1%. Here we are, 2:30 in the morning, charging at this dark.
This story is like a rich person version of something that would happen to my family. It's like it's the Tesla version of something that would happen to me.
So here we are, 3:30 in the morning, rolling in the house, you know, just like, yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
I like that. I'm sure Sandra was pumped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Why did we take your truck?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Can you explain that to me?
Dude, leave it to the woman
Right.
to have all the solutions to a problem after.
We're just like, hey, we didn't talk about this before we left.
Dude, I watched.
Number one, Stone.
I watched this.
Texas.
I watched this comedian last night with Tara, and he said I just started dating this girl. We went to the movies. He said, pro tip, guys. If you're going to take a girl to the movies, make sure you watch the movie before you take the girl to the movie so that when you get to the movie, you can answer all her questions about everything going on in the movie. And I'm sitting there watching it with Tara, and Tara, as we're both laughing, and she looks at me like, big eyes, because she knows she does that to me all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just
Speaking of Hawaii and places like this, does Pastor Cedar like anywhere he goes?
No, he hates everything, everybody. He doesn't know where anything's at. He's never seen a map.
Like how beautiful!
he
I have
doesn't-
never been in a beach in Florida that wasn't the most beautiful beach I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Rivaling Hawaii.
You got it. Yeah.
Matter of fact, the sand in Florida is better than Hawaii.
It's like the whiter sand. Yeah.
Yeah, finer, powdery.
Mm-hmm.
The water is not quite as clear, but when I was listening to him complain about the beaches, and like,
Yeah. No, to be fair, he was in not the cool part of Florida.
well, you can't
but-
judge
You
the
know,
whole
that's what I'm
state by where he was in honky tonk Florida.
Yeah. He basically went to the worst part of Pasadena and was like, Texas sucks, bro. That is what he did, basically. He went out to the woods in the middle of nowhere, like a hour and a half outside of Houston, was like, man, Texas is the worst.
And shout out to
There's no food out here in the woods.
shout out to who was on that episode, Micah and
Ruben.
Ruben was just like, huh? What? Have you ever been to Daytona? Have you ever been to Destin? And Caesar's like, it sucks. It all sucks. Hottest thing they have there is Taco Bell.
But again, he's in the middle of nowhere, so there's no restaurants.
Listen, you ain't got nothing to do. You can drive 45 minutes to a decent restaurant.
Yeah, I was totally backing him up till he started telling me about it. I was like, well, where were you at? And then he tells me where he's at. I'm like, oh, well, dude, you're out in the middle of nowhere, of course.
Oh, you just cracking me up.
It's all right. He'll be back, and he can defend himself. And maybe he'll have a point that we missed. But,
Nah. You know what he reminded me of?
let's hear it.
It reminded me of you when you was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I
This
didn't
is
like
stupid.
Florida.
This is the dud.
The hardest thing they have here is Taco Bell.
Can we get a real taco?
Come on. No, I'm in the Taco Bell, so that would have been me, but...
You know, the thing about it is,
The beach here's too hot. The sand is the sand's
the
everywhere.
sand is everywhere. The most beautiful sand ever, everywhere. Everywhere you go on the beach, there's sand.
Can't get away from the sand.
And if there's not sand, it's water.
I'm getting sunburned again. It's true. I'm still kind of like that. Sand is the worst. And sand is fun for when you're wanting to play in the sand.
Bro.
As soon as you don't want to be in the sand anymore, it's the worst because you're still in the sand.
We had a rental-car, right? When we got ready to clean this thing up to turn it back, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, we had half the beach in the car.
There's no good, like, you can rinse your feet at the things.
And you just get your feet wet to get
and
more
then you
sand
still
stuck
get
to
more
them.
sand on it. There's no good way to do it. It's just, dude, we used to go to the beach with like friends and stuff, and we would, we'd all carpool because we're all like 20 years old, and we'd go to the beach, but we'd be in like one of our mom's car or something, and so you got to take care of the car.
Yep.
Whoever's mom's car it was, like, hey, keep it clean. My parents gonna get mad if we. And so we would have like water bottles and stuff, so you could get to the car, and then you'd have to take turns holding your feet out, and then you'd all have to have your towel to rinse it off. Is a whole thing, and then it would still be dirty somehow. It'd be less dirty, but
we were in the back. We were at the house, coming back from the beach. Been at the beach probably 5, 6, 7, 8 hours that day. Mm-hmm. And Steve Cuellar was in there, and he was just taking a shower. And he gets done. He says, "Hey, somebody bring me a broom." When he took his shorts off, he dumped the bucket of sand on the bathroom floor.
Somebody, I like the idea of him being like, "Hey, I'm taking a shower. Will somebody grab me a broom?" And he just
like, "What you doing in there, bro?
How are you showering that I'm not? Where you need a broom?" And
I've heard of a back scrubber.
That's good. Somebody give me a broom. Yeah, no, sand's the worst.
That is the worst.
But it's fun when you're playing it. You're making a sandcastle or whatever. It feels good on your toes.
Yeah,
when
get
you're
buried in it and all the
that's
things.
fun. And then you go, all right, I'd like to not be in the sand anymore.
Yeah.
And you go, nope, you're going to be in this. Sand's going to be with you.
So that was a problem because everywhere was an hour. So you're not going back home before you eat dinner.
No.
So, you go to the local shower at whatever beach that they have, and you think that you get all,
You get some of the sand.
You get cleaned up for dinner, and the next thing you know, your butt cheeks are.
You didn't bring your broom, though, so you can't get. You
You're
can't
all
really.
raw because there's a line of sand dust in your butt crack.
It's the worst. I feel the same way about snow. Snow's fun when you want to do a snow activity.
Yeah.
You want to go ski, you want to build a snowman, whatever. But as soon as you're done with that activity,
You don't want to be wet no more.
you say, all right, I'm done with the snow, but the snow's not done with you.
Somebody turn the heater on.
That's
You know what I
snow's
mean?
all over you. Everything's wet. Everything's yeah.
It was fun.
But it's. I'm glad y'all had a good time. I really
We did that. We did. The other thing is, there's a different hue. The way you see things from the sun is different.
Okay, I was like, I thought you were getting like philosophical.
No, it's like
About, like, the way-
more of a
Like the energy people have.
no. And it's more of a golden hue, and I don't know if it's because you're closer to the equator.
You got less pollution in the air. We're in
that, or everything is green.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I mean, from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, it's just green. And I don't know if that plays. It's not concrete everywhere, and
Gotta be, yeah.
yeah. So
Gotta be a factor.
I kept telling Sandra, I was just like, she had this like golden, like, I was just like,
We gotta take you to the rainforest more often. Come on. Yeah, I think it's technically the what do you call it? The climate there or whatever is that's not the right word. It's not climate.
yeah,
Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's technically classified under rainforest.
probably is because it did rain. Like, you just be sitting there and it rained for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's got I think the area has to have like a certain amount of water precipitation every year to be classified in that, and I don't know. Anyway, I think it is technically a rainforest, so makes sense. Everything's green, everything's
Waterfalls, beautiful
you got
waterfalls.
yeah, everything. Yeah.
Did you see some cool waterfalls?
We saw some cool waterfalls.
We ended this hike into this waterfall, and then you get to go swim in it or whatever. And then you have to wear a life jacket, right?
Yeah, Steve was saying.
And he broke out with somebody else's.
I'm confused on why you had to wear a life jacket though.
Because it was like a park. It wasn't like just some natural thing that you can just jump in the water.
But you were just swimming, and you had to wear a life jacket.
Yeah, I didn't get in. I didn't want to be done with being wet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we had like the rest of the day to go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get wet, and then just like I'm done with being wet, but you still had wet britches.
That was why I didn't jump into There was this one waterfall we went to that was awesome, and it would have been the perfect place to jump in. But it was the first stop on this day, and I was like, I didn't want the next 5 hours to be dealing with that. So,
hey, did you hear about the fight your uncle and your grandfather almost got in?
something about where he's missing his pants. I have heard of this story, but I've heard none of I haven't actually heard the story. You heard it, I guess?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's
So,
hear it. 'Cause this
Pastor
is supposed to
Ron-
be good.
little brother, brother Dale,
Yeah, that's my Uncle Dale. It's my great uncle.
big brother,
His big brother, yeah.
and they're both in their 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just set the scene. This is not 8 and
And my
2 years-
Uncle Dale is not like he's not like a quick move in.
No. He's almost 90
Yeah. He's doing good,
for a 90-year-old,
but yeah.
but he's still 90.
He's not the upper 80s who's still running marathons and stuff.
So they in Colorado, and they go visit this
Oh, I didn't realize my uncle went with him too.
yes,
Okay.
they go to Ouray,
That's right.
to this hot spring.
Yeah.
Right?
Staying at my parents' place.
Yep.
Everybody's staying up there now.
So, Uncle Dale goes and he goes to spend some time where the hot water comes out.
Oh yeah.
And he's down there enjoying himself, right? So they get all done, they're ready to go, and they're going in there and changing clothes. Everybody gets done. Dale comes out and he tells everybody, this guy in here stole my swimsuit.
I like it.
Pastor Ron said, what? Yeah, this guy in here stole my swimsuit.
So now the brother's got to go beat somebody
Well-
up.
Little brother, big brother. And Dale was just, Pastor Ron's like, well, we can't have that.
Yeah.
And
Can't steal my
Dale's
brother's swimsuit.
Dale's like, nah, don't worry. No, we ain't letting nobody steal your swimsuit. So they go marching
Did
in
he
there.
say why he thought somebody stole? Like he thought he
'Cause-
saw him take it, or what?
I guess he might have just been the only guy in there, and his swimsuit come up missing.
Okay, so he's assuming
He's just, no,
didn't-
he was for sure.
for sure.
This guy stole his swimsuit.
This is a definite assumption.
So they go in there, and Pastor Ron was like, hey, you stole my big brother's swimsuit. And the guy was just like, looking at these two old men like, nah,
How old is this guy?
like my age,
Okay,
so probably,
just a little bit younger.
probably a little older than me, in his 50s.
Okay,
And the guy was just like, nah, man, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't still use swimsuits.
I didn't say, and the guy was just like, look, I didn't steal a swimsuit. And Pastor Ron was like, let me tell you something. My brother said you stole the swimsuit. You stole the swimsuit.
And what does he say?
The guy was just like, look, man, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I didn't steal your swimsuit. He said, you can go through my bag, but I didn't steal your swimsuit. And they were like, nah, you stole the swimsuit. And about that time, somebody looks over to the right, and under a bench is this orange swimsuit. And they said, hey, Dale,
Is your swimsuit?
is this the orange swimsuit you're looking for?
They got this guy up against the wall.
Yeah, got this dude pinned up, halfway dressed, trying to, enjoy himself at the Ouray hot spring.
They snuck up on him in the stall while he was in there. They,
Trying to get the
they
wet off
came
of
in
it.
and locked the door. People banging on the door.
Yeah,
What's going on in there?
yeah, like old school, like Italian job type deal.
So they see the swimsuit,
And,
they
that was just like, oh man, that's mine.
he said, "So you threw it over there?"
So Dale gets his swimsuit, walks out, and Pastor turns around and does this man. He goes, man, I'm sorry, his skin got to get old and say, hey, see now. Turned around, walked out.
Blames it on. He's the crazy one here. I love that.
He was telling me that Sunday in the choir room. Oh my gosh.
They start folding their knife back up, putting another. Say, hey, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
We-
Misunderstanding.
They start uncocking their gun,
Yeah, misunderstanding.
unloading the bullet. Hey,
Sorry, go ahead.
you understand?
Go ahead. Pull your
sometimes
britches up. You
Open the stall door. So, go ahead. Well,
hey,
we don't have to tell anybody about this. You don't have to tell. The
we
pool-
ain't talking about this, are we?
You don't have to talk to the lifeguards about this. Get our 3-day passes revoked. You don't need to. You know they're worried about that. They were gonna come back the next night. And you know they're worried about that. That's great.
Oh,
So
man.
that's the story. No, I hadn't actually heard the story. I just kept hearing people say something about.
That reminds me when my kids were young. Mm-hmm. Like when Adam Josh and Kelby they were like three amigos. Like you wasn't gonna pick on one.
That's right.
Unless you was, and I guess Kelby got picked on at school one day, and he came home and told his brothers like this kid down the street was picking on him at school. So here these three go marching out. I'm like, hey,
They got baseball bats.
we're not going with the purpose,
We're going to play ball,
He
Dad.
said
Don't
this
worry
kid
about
talked
it.
about Kelby and
Oh, they just told you?
we're gonna take care of it. I'm like, first of all,
No, if that was me, if that was my siblings, we wouldn't have told the parents. We would have. We're gonna go play. We're playing football with so and so down the street.
I talked to some of your younger cousins at the family night, and the mamas told them. I ain't gonna tell you who they are. The mamas told him. He said,
I've only got so many cousins.
"Yeah." He said, "Y'all need to go play with your imaginations. Go find something to do." So
Classic parent thing.
Yeah.
When they're just.
So we, started playing. Mom asked him, "What y'all doing?" He goes, "We're using our imaginations." They said, what are y'all doing?" He goes, "We're selling grenades on the black market."
Hey, it's fun to imagine you got money like you did.
I was just like, man, that got dark real quick.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I already know who that is. I could guess. But so they leave. They tell you
I
they're
asked
leaving
his
the
little
house.
brother. I said, little brother came by and was just like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" He said, "Nothing."
Yeah.
He looked all guilty, I was just like, "You over there selling grenades on the black market?" "No, sir." "Nope, wasn't
You
me."
better not be selling no black market grenades.
"Wasn't me." I said, "What about your brother?" He goes, "Nope."
He's never even seen a grenade.
That boy was not telling, bro.
Yeah, no, he's good.
He was not. I'm telling you,
That kid is gonna get into some serious trouble when his teenage years come.
hey,
It's gonna be.
He ain't telling.
He's
Telling
gonna
you right
get-
now,
he's
he
gonna
wasn't
get
even
caught.
selling the grenades, but he wasn't telling on his brother.
That's right, dude. That's right. That's right. Where did they have some pine cones? That was the grenade. Did they
I
have
don't know.
a thing?
They were looking suspicious, hiding behind cars and stuff, meeting up with little Mexican kids.
Well, yeah, this is black market stuff. You can't just let anybody see.
Oh man!
But so they go to defend Kelby. What happened?
I had to stop him. I didn't need to beat up somebody's dad too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because then the dads are there. And the dad's like,
yeah. Like, hey, gotta take it on somebody. So,
goodness.
Oh,
That's
man.
fun. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only real fight kind of a real fight I got into was defending my brother. People mess with your siblings. You get
Yeah, you got to.
you get a little.
My dad told me, because I only got a sister, right? And he said, let me tell you something right now. He said, this is the rules in the house. My dad was raising me to be a man. He says, they can talk all the bleep about me and you. Mm-hmm. He says, but if they say something about your mom or your sister, you better take a bleep whooping or you're getting one when you get home. Yeah. That's how I was
Yeah,
raised.
it's one of those. Yeah.
That's how I was raised. And that's probably why I am the way I am now.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I grew up all right.
I mean, you're trying. Your big aspirations are to be a bum on Hawaii, so I don't know.
Hey, retirement plan.
All right, look, I got a culture corner.
All right, let's go. Oh, I got a culture corner too.
Oh.
I got the best culture corner
All right, go
in
for it.
all of history. No, Goop, you go. I got to pull it up.
Okay, all right, let me give you one. So, I don't even want to say mine now.
Oh, no,
I'm too interested in yours.
Somebody sent me one.
Okay.
I gotta find it.
All right, here we go. This is the headline. Couple mistakes abstract painting for an interactive exhibit and paints over the artist's work. You didn't catch that.
No.
You ready? I'll read it again.
Yeah, read it again. I'm paying attention now.
Couple mistakes abstract painting for an interactive exhibit and paints over the artist's work.
Ouch.
Yeah. So here it is. This is in Korea, in Seoul.
Okay.
they're in some mall there, and there's a exhibit called Street Noise, and so they've got like street art and stuff there. And so one of the art things, I'll show you a picture. It's one of those kind of things.
Oh, okay. So I can understand.
So it's just one of those abstract things, just like splotches of paint all on a wall, right? And part of the art is he has the paint buckets and paint brushes that he used to splash all these paint on the wall. He has them sitting at the bottom of the paint on the floor, open, looking as if it was just thrown up real quick. So that's the artwork, right? By the way, this exhibit paid $440,000 for this. So this couple's walking around having date night or whatever in the mall. They go through the art exhibit. They see that and they think it's an interactive. They think it's one of those things like, oh, everybody can go put up a few brush strokes on the wall. We'll go do that. That'll be fun. So they go up, they pick up the paintbrushes, and they add a few strokes. Like, oh, we're having a good time. And they leave, or they start to leave. And the people that run the exhibit they notice that there's different brush strokes on there because the art has been there for like 3 or 4 years. And they go look up the cameras, and they see this couple just walk up and start painting it, then walk away. So they go get the couple. They tell them, hey, what are you doing? You're vandalizing our art. And they're like, what are you talking about? We thought it was like a cooperative thing. Oh, my gosh, we're so embarrassed. I don't know. So they hit up the artist that did it, and they're like, hey, what do you want to do? And he doesn't comment. Basically, the end of this is they don't press any charges. Nobody does anything because the artwork's so dumb and abstract anyway that you can't even tell. Like, you can't even tell it's, quote, messed up. It looks just as stupid as before. It's still just splotches on the wall.
Sometimes that stuff can be worth more, like because it's the famous painting that got defaced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that was not the case in this one. But it's still up. They still have buckets on the ground and stuff there, but now they have a little rope around it that says, please do not paint. And all that.
So why don't they just pick up the buckets of paint?
No, because that's part of the art. That's part of the piece. That's
why it's stupid.
That's why it's stupid. It's fine. I mean, it looks kind of interesting. It's interesting to look at, I guess. But, it's just all these colors just splattered all on the wall. Which is fine. But $440,000,
I could find an elephant in the Houston Zoo that could do that.
Yeah, you absolutely could. But this is the thing. If somebody goes up and just paints all over it, and it's not messed up,
then what's the problem?
Was it really?
Yeah. Was it really art?
Was it really?
How great
was it?
On the wall?
You can't even tell that's like something's wrong?
Like if an elephant or a 3-year-old could do it, is it art?
I don't know. It could still be art.
That's art.
That's, oh my gosh. He's pointing to his J.J. Watt thing.
That's art.
Yeah, that's art.
That's paint on the wall.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Now, see, if you came up and put a few black streaks.
Yeah. Then we're going to have a problem.
It would be.
Then I'm going to let the dude out of prison that painted it whoop you.
What did Jimmy say earlier? Show him some of that penitentiary stuff. Jimmy's in here before we started this, and he's talking about his kid playing basketball.
Which is in like 8th grade.
Yeah, and he said
show him that penitentiary stuff.
Said they're at the game and somehow
basketball game.
They're playing these kids that are older, and all the people on his team are like 12 and 13, and for some reason they're playing these kids that are like 15, 16, and 17, and the ref's not calling fouls and stuff, and so he's all mad. He said he yelled to his kid, he's like, "Hey, show him some of that penitentiary stuff." And the kid's out here like doing these spin moves, elbowing people and knocking them out.
Classic.
Show him some of that penitentiary stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good sentence. Anyway, that's my culture corner.
Okay, I got one.
Let's hear it. Hear it.
A South African pastor is gaining lots of attention on social media for photos claiming that God has blessed his farts with healing powers.
Hey-o! Now we're talking. I like that headline. Let's hear some
That's
more.
When the farts of a member of his congregation, they find themselves healing, right? Pastor Christ Penelope of this church that's a sevenfold Holy Spirit ministry. He has all 7. Now he has, yep, you guessed it, 8.
Tell me more. All right, so I need some healing. What do I do?
Okay, this is it. Pastor Christ Penelope.
The name's Christ.
Yeah, Christ. Of this sevenfold ministry denies these claims, saying the air coming out of his butt is not farts, but healing wind.
Now is he just doing this like in the room?
No.
Or is he?
Wait. Look at this picture.
Let me see.
He's got his people laying on the ground,
And he's squatting over them.
He's sitting on their face.
Oh yeah,
with healing wind.
Oh yeah. So what's wrong with this guy on the ground?
No. What's wrong with the look at his face? The pastor.
Dude, the pastor just smiling and laughing the whole time. You know, he knows that he just pulled one over on all these people, and he's just farting on all their faces, and they're just. Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Healing. Let's see. So, okay, but so what's wrong with the people? The guy.
Look, they said, listen, they don't smell bad, but they are truly holy.
Okay. While locals are flooding the church to see all of this actually happening in person, many of the Christians involved in this church are leaving after not agreeing with this practice and claiming that the pastor Penelope needs to stop his attention-seeking behavior. Yeah. But I want to know what's, like, the guy on the ground being farted on.
How desperate do you have to be?
What's wrong with it? Is he
You're like, I've been to every church and had every prayer.
Does he have like terminal cancer, or is he just like, I got a little anxiety?
No.
Like,
Like tomorrow you're dead.
okay, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, not, I got a headache.
We'll go for
Will you
it.
help me out here? No. You have, this has to be the last chance.
Let's see. I want to read one of this article.
All right. That's all I've read, by the way.
Okay, let's see. A 30-year-old man claimed that he came to the church for prayers not to be sat on. He claims that what this pastor is doing is not right. A 40-year-old woman said she stopped going to the church because of the pastor's actions. Reports also state that the other local pastors are coming forward condemning the actions of Pastor Penelope. Pastor Jacob something told us that this is wrong. Nowhere does God say to sit on people and they will be healed. Pastors should practice what's in the Bible, not what they think is in there. As if he thinks it says to sit and fart on people.
Come on.
Oh my God.
What can we learn from this? You get nothing.
What can It's nothing to learn.
This is just a wild story, bro. And then, if you can imagine, this dude looks like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he does.
And just imagine Dave Chappelle pulling somebody out of the audience.
Hey,
and
dude,
just,
it might be Dave Chappelle. This might be a new Chappelle show, new season, new sketch. It could be. Could you imagine? You find out later. That's ridiculous.
Man.
And there's nothing to be learned from it?
Now, like, this dude needs his pastoral license or whatever they do in South Africa removed now.
Yeah.
And then the people that are falling for this need to get into a Bible believing church.
Yeah.
The Bible don't even talk about flatulence.
You're right. I don't know how much. Does it ever? Here's a Google.
There's a Google. I'm sure it happened. You got a bunch of fishermen traveling long, dark roads together. I'm sure they were crop dusting each other.
Does the Bible mention farts? Let's see. 3 Bible verses about farts.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Let's click on that
Okay.
link.
Maybe this guy's got something.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is Isaiah 16:11. Therefore, my inner parts moan like a lyre for Moab, and my inmost self for Kir. Okay, I don't know that that's talking about it for. Okay, this is Isaiah 26. Like a pregnant woman who writhes and cries out in her pangs when she is near to giving birth. So were we because of you, O Lord. We were pregnant, bereft, but we have given birth to wind. We have accomplished no deliverance in this earth, and the inhabitants of the world have not fallen. So it's, I don't know if that's...
I mean, that's close.
There's one more.
Birth to win.
Yeah, I think that's what it's saying. Is, yeah, you thought you were pregnant, but really you just had to fart. Okay.
Ate too much rice and macaroni
Here we
salad
go.
in Hawaii is what you did.
Deuteronomy 23:10. If any man among you becomes unclean because of a nocturnal emission, then he shall go outside the camp. He shall not come inside the camp. Okay, what? That one might be it. That one might. I think we got to find the verse before and after that.
Yeah, we
to clarify.
We can't hold these on the one scripture.
This one so far it sounds like in Deuteronomy 23:10.
Nocturnal what?
Nocturnal emission.
Emissions. I mean,
If any man among you becomes unclean because of a nocturnal emission,
somebody out there in
he's got to
podcast
go
land,
outside the camp and he shall not come inside the camp.
Somebody look that up.
I'm pretty sure. I don't even want to say this because it's not exactly appropriate, but I'm pretty sure a nocturnal emission is something else.
Nocturnal, so that would be a night fart.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's not talking about a fart, if I'm not mistaken. I got it. We got to move on. I can't talk about it.
But he
here.
said like you have to go outside, so they don't want you stinking up the.
They don't want
camp.
you in there. If it's the other thing, I think it might be talking about. I can also understand why they wouldn't want you in there.
Oh, I gotta know now.
It's inappropriate. I can't.
Okay,
do it. I'll write.
Push mute real quick
Okay, mute. Here we
on
go.
both of ours. Okay, was it? I didn't think about that.
I'm pretty
at all.
sure that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I learned that in health class in like 11th grade, and they called it that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't
talk about that here.
No.
Wow.
But you can see if that's what they're talking about also.
yeah.
Get him out of the camp. They don't want him in there.
I just can't comment.
Anyway, I don't know that the Bible's talking about farts that much. So
Those
anyway,
are
so
stretches. Those are stretches.
this pastor should not be farting on people's
He
faces.
shouldn't be preaching
That's
the gospel.
That's what you learn.
If he's getting something out of this.
Well, yeah, look at his face. He is
he's
smiling and
so
laughing
happy
so
about
much.
it, bro. He is so happy about it.
This is a sick dude who's got some weird fetishes happening, and he's convinced these people to let him do it. That's what it is.
He is so happy. Oh. Okay.
Hey, look, let me play a song. You ready?
That's why I was so happy to bring that today. This has been the best culture corner of me.
Okay, that's something. All right, here's the song,
This is
y'all.
way better than blowing up a well. You're blowing up on another man's face.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So here's the song. It's called Jungle in the City.
Okay.
It's by Gable Price and Friends.
All right.
We've played him before.
Yep.
Or them before. This is a new single that just came out a few days ago. I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw that came out and I thought we'll just listen to it.
Listen to it
Together.
together.
So
with
here
all
we
of
go.
our podcast friends.
Here we go. Jungle in the City.
Good luck out there. It's the jungle in the city. You'll get thrown in the ring, full of hurting people doing terrible things. Good luck out there. traffic lights. There are beasts there waiting to meet you between the broken homes and the one-way roads and the useless use of small talk. I saw the devil walking on the crosswalk and he looked me in the eye. So when the nights get darker and it gets so cold, you got nothing to prove and less to lose. So put your hand on your chest and lay your heart beat. Let your heart beat. When you're under eyes and you're flying high and the darkness comes and slaps you silly. 'Cause it's a jungle in the city.
Jungle in the City, Gable Price and Friends. I always feel like a radio DJ. This part I like to get in.
Yeah, you got to get it.
Jungle in the City, Gable Price and Friends.
First reaction to the song when I put my headphones back on after doing a brief study.
Yeah.
Okay.
First reaction.
Nice bass groove line. Yeah.
I like that.
It just popped out to me for whatever.
Like that beat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like it,
it was good.
Upbeat, feeling good.
Gable Price and Friends never disappoint.
No?
Jungle in the City. It's another good song.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm glad I listened to it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where that we're going to be very mature about this.
Yeah, I got it.
And then if you have any little ones in the car, we just probably ask you just to turn it down for a second. But we do want to kind of go over, and James was right. He learned this in science class somewhere over
Health class.
health class over the years. Where we're just talking about the what was it?
The nocturnal emissions.
Nocturnal emissions. Okay, was not a fart.
Nope.
It's a situation where the men are unclean because of a nocturnal emission, and this is likely referring to involuntary emissions of semen during sleep.
There you go.
So
Good job. You did it.
interesting. I've read Deuteronomy.
You don't remember that part?
I have read the scripture multiple times.
Did you pull it up? You pulled up the scripture? Is it right there in front of you? So what's the stuff before and after it? It's just talking about like unclean stuff in general? Like a lot of the Deuteronomy stuff?
9. Let's see. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's talking about purity and being pure with God and different things like that.
So it was saying if that happens to a dude, he's got to go outside.
Yeah,
He's got to go get cleaned up.
yeah. Or something morally, talking about morally and wicked, and then 10 it goes into the illustration of the Israelite soldiers with their evilness and different things like that. Yeah, so interesting. Like this would be another reason why I tell you go read your Bible, because people was like reading the Bible's boring, you know.
Yeah.
And you come across stuff like this all the time that it's very like entertaining at some points. Something
It's a little wild.
You can learn something. Especially if you paid attention in health class.
So you imagine? Can you? So I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out because we never got to it. I want to know what verses that guy in Africa was using to convince these other people that he needs to be farting on their faces.
No, this is the question. How did he find out the first one?
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Was he just like walking by and winded on somebody, and then like they fell out and they were
He
like,
crop
"Whoa,
dusted a dude, then the guy was like, "Hey, you know
hey,
what?
man, I'm feeling better. Things have changed."
Whoa.
He's just like, "I got to eat more beans."
I don't know. I would like to hear the verses that he's.
We couldn't find.
I don't think he had any. Yeah, the ones we found weren't even about that. So
No.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's what it is.
Well, I want to go back to last week or the week before, and I want to talk about What do I want to talk about? Let me see if I can find this.
I don't know what he's about to bring up.
Yeah.
Just for the record, so I can't help it.
Oh man, did I? Oh no, here it is. I want to bring up about the verses in the Bible that I wish or I struggle with.
Oh, I know
Right?
the episode now.
Yeah. Y'all were talking
So
about those.
the question was, I could read it. I'm sure I got the text still somewhere. You got a verse though already?
Yeah, I got a verse. My verse is Proverbs 23:2.
Let me read the prompt. Here it is. Scroll up. Okay. Problematic scriptures you've had a hard time living out in your personal life.
Right.
That's the prompt.
And I know this is for me and a lot of other Christians,
Yeah.
right? And I think this is one that Christians we just kind of look past. You know, we condemn people for all kinds of different things, but this one it's so like embedded and entrenched in the church. We just pretend that it's not even in the Bible.
So what's your scripture? Let's hear it.
It says, "And put a knife to your throat."
Whoa. What's the script? You got to say what is the scripture first.
Proverbs 23:2.
Okay. Proverbs 23:2.
It says, "And put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony."
Whoa! Now this is a good one for you. This is a great scripture for you. You really did pick a good one. Look, claps for you. All right, walk us through it.
Listen, as Christians, everything we do is I mean, from the Bible all the way to down. It's got a meal involved.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's true. There's donuts at every Sunday school class.
Come on, not celery and carrots.
You can't get people to come to the church unless there's food.
Nope.
Bring up
Sugar donuts,
potluck,
masaladas.
malasadas. Yeah.
But this scripture says, "Put a knife to your throat."
Goodness.
You know what I mean? Not just like, hey man, you might want to repent. Nah, take yourself out.
Do you think? Yeah, it's pretty intense. You think it's like coming from a place of we're in a time and place where there's not as much food to go around. So if
Okay.
you're a glutton, like you're a real problem for not just you, but like the whole village.
That's exactly what this is.
Is it okay?
yeah.
I'm just. I was just guessing without
This is when they talk about in Proverbs here. They talk about just that when you're taking more than your assigned part.
He's
and
saying
then
you're
the rest-
messing up for everybody.
You're messing up for everybody.
You're done.
Yeah. And the king would put a knife to your throat and kill you. So, but
That is still pretty
Yeah.
intense.
it's one of those preacher things where he brings out the shock factor. You know,
Yeah. You got the verses before and after it?
I didn't look at those.
Okay, yeah, who needs it?
But I just remember when y'all was talking about that, it reminded me of this scripture.
Read it one more time.
It says, "And put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony."
Whew. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough. But we know gluttony's bad.
Right.
We know that.
Says it in a lot of other verses.
Yeah, this is just the biggest shock factor one I could find,
Yeah.
or the I remembered.
Because it tells you to kill yourself.
Was talking more about the king and his people would kill you if you took
Okay,
other
yeah.
people's food.
Yeah.
Basically is what it was saying there. But I think that in church, you know, we everything bad, you know, drugs bad, alcohol bad.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Very quick to
looking at other people's wives bad.
yeah, quick to condemn
Yeah.
other people's addictions.
Yeah.
With a donut.
Eating a 10-piece chicken,
Yeah.
not bad.
With the potatoes on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Extra gravy.
We just turned the other cheek.
And 2 brownies for the dessert.
Yeah. All the mozzarella.
Double chocolate. It's malasadas. You refuse to say it.
No, I do because I can't say it right.
Masabadanas.
I can't say it right. And
The
Sandra,
L comes first.
Sandra keeps.
Mala.
Sandra goes, "That's not how you say it."
Stick with the chocolate croissants. You could say that.
Yeah, chocolate croissants, the cinnamon sugar bread.
Have 5 of those.
I did.
The gluttony.
I ate 4 at one time.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah, but you know what they say.
What do they say?
This is a Bible scripture.
Put a knife.
No. I mean, this one. I feel like this one overrides that.
Okay.
When in Rome.
Ah, there you go. Is that the Bible verse? When in Rome?
Yeah. And be Roman.
I don't know that that's. I think you're adding verses again. We let you get away with that. Next thing you know, you're gonna be farting on everybody in the church, and we just giving everybody your holy wind. Goodness gracious!
Ooh, Sandra said, "You couldn't do that." No.
I couldn't do that.
Yours definitely ass.
I'd be knocking people out, man. I would be taking them out. They're
like, wow.
The Spirit
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, it would be something. I could get some nasty ones.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good choice of the verse there.
Yeah, the reason I bring it up because we overlook a lot of things in church, but this is the problem where I have where you have a lot of Christians, especially of mega church pastors, when they're up there and they're fit and they look nice and they're wearing nice clothes, and we look at them and we're like, what do you mean you're wearing $300 shoes? You're wearing all the nice clothes. And us as pastors judging them, read the same scriptures. They're working out 5 times a week and we're 150 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? Yeah. We overlook that part of it.
Do you just focus on the verses about like pride being bad and you just focus on those and just like throw those ones on them?
All the billboard stuff. You know what I mean?
What are they? I can't think of the word. The word where you're like really you're pumped about the way you look and you're kind of showing off the way you look. I can't think of the right word.
Pride?
Yeah, but there's another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, you just focus on those kind of verses.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that
while you eat your malasadas.
Yeah.
And then he reads all the ones about gluttony while he's looking at himself in the mirror.
I think, and I've heard a pastor talk about this, and I don't remember which one it was. I don't even know if it was it was a podcast about this guy. He was a preacher for he was a pastor for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. And in this time of this 20 years, he was in the worst shape of his life. Just because of the
busyness and
the job, what it comes with the job and being busy all the time and being away from home and eating out a lot and different things like that. And he got sick, so he stepped down because of his health. Heart issues, liver issues. And so now what he does is he goes around and he teaches pastors how they can do better even in that situation. Take a few minutes in your day and have a, what do you call them? One of those things you walk on.
Treadmill?
A treadmill in your office. And while you're studying or reading your Bible, spend 20 minutes doing that. You know, just different things that he teaches them and their staff that are, you know, working 50, 60 hours a week. Yeah. And one of the things that he says, listen, if I'm sitting in the crowd and I'm looking up at somebody for an hour, why shouldn't you want to look good for those people? Like, why would you want to sit up there and look like a fat slob? Yeah. And then they have to look at that for an hour? Like, you should try to look nice. You should try to be fit. You should, because it gives people less to complain about or less to have a distraction when you're up there and you're following the scripture and you're healthy and all those different things.
You also don't want to go too far in that direction. Now you're wearing the shirt that goes way down here. You ever seen the pastors in the
Carl's back.
Deep V's? Oh, yeah, you want that?
Yeah, no.
Silly hats on and your pants are way too tight.
No. Yeah,
well, you don't want to be that guy.
You know, speaking of that, there's a...
Got to look at that the whole time.
A very up-and-coming church in our area where we live.
Okay.
And... like very up and coming, like
less than a year old.
The church is probably, if I had to guess, 8-9 years old, but they just finally got a building.
Oh, okay.
Right, they've been in the school for the first 8 or 9 years, and they've been saving to pay cash for this beautiful multi-million-dollar complex.
Got it.
Probably $50 million. I mean,
Are they going
it's
to pay cash?
cash. They've been saving over the years to pay cash for it, and they did.
Goodness.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. My
That's
son,
wild.
yeah, my son actually goes to the church,
Wow. Okay.
and so, but he was a hip-looking dude, you know, and their church probably holds 2,000 people. 5 services on a weekend, you know, so they're reaching 10,000 people. Well, there was a few complaints of him wearing pants that were too tight,
Yeah.
junk showing a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he adjusted, you know, and I think that we have to be aware of those type of things.
Yeah.
And we definitely have to have people in our life to say, hey, Pastor, I love you, but I don't want to see
Those ain't the pants for you.
Yeah, those ain't. And he probably looked really nice in a different setting. You know, when you're not looking up at somebody. You know, if you're going out to dinner or whatever, that probably was a more of a
Oh, yeah, you sit down, you can't see his pants.
you know, more of an appropriate outfit.
Why do people think tighter pants are nicer? Like
Because-
tighter everything. They go like, oh, yeah, it looks nice. What's the deal with that?
Because I think that if you're fat too, but if you're slim, it really just defines you, and there's not a lot of.
Yeah, but people are getting crazy with the tightness.
Like some of the suits like Conor McGregor wears. It's
yeah.
like 4 inches too short and everything.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you can't
yeah,
even butt the one button.
Yeah,
and
what are you
it's
doing?
Just
I
like,
hate that.
yeah, that's a little extreme.
I guess it's probably because it's probably like an overcorrection because people would end up with like baggy or non-fitted stuff because it costs more to go get it fitted.
Well,
and
we
get
went
you
through that
something.
phase, right?
Yeah.
We went through that baggy, you know, church suit look, and
Yeah, the big oversized.
it's not cool.
not anymore.
but-
So now they got way too small.
But then now you
Why can't we just wear clothes that fit? Men, women, why can't we wear reasonable clothes that fit?
yeah, because I think it's a status.
The shorts are way too long. They're way too short. They're way
So
too
where,
tight. They're way
so
too
where are you
baggy.
at in shorts these days?
This is about it, right? You seen this? These are a little different because they're.
So you're still kind of
I'm still just over the knee.
yeah, you're over the knee.
This isn't like this super baggy thing.
Yeah.
It's not these little. You seen the guys with these shorts? They're wearing these right here.
The armor gears look good in those
It
shorts.
goes
though.
like halfway up and the real tight. They go
You
like
can do that. You can pull that off.
Yeah, but what am I doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I think it looks good on certain people.
What
The
are you
armor
doing?
gears pull it off. David and
why,
Ruben,
why are you wearing it though?
they got good
Go
looking
ahead.
legs.
That's why you're wearing it because you're trying to let everybody know my legs look good. It's the same thing as the girl wearing the shirt that's way low cut. And hey, they got a nice chest. They could wear it and look
you
good.
know,
Why are you wearing it? What are you doing?
I've changed from your shorts to right above the knee.
Just about that's fine too. I have some of those too. I've got some that are like right here.
Yeah.
But they're not like that. They're not all tight like that.
Well, mine are because I'm fat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You need that knife out.
need a
It's
knife to the
about-
throat.
It's about time, dude.
Yeah.
You've had enough time to adjust.
Yeah, I'm back on it.
You back on
Took
it?
a week off.
Yeah.
Back on it.
Did you get some pants with buttons?
Yeah, I'm back in the buttons. Back in the buttons. It's a reality check.
I like. Hey, you've been doing good. It's been like like a couple months.
Yeah, a couple months. Lost, 20, 30, 40 pounds, something like that.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Holding it down.
Just another 50 to go.
Yeah.
Going slow.
You've done 20 pounds. You've lost 20 pounds
25 pounds or so.
in like 2 months. Mm-hmm. That's not slow. That's really fast.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to, kill myself.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
that's fast.
Like
That's a
last
lot.
night we went to, where we go? Texas Roadhouse.
Uh-huh.
Got some of the snake bites. They had the bread crust or whatever, but,
Whatever.
everything else was clean. Mm-hmm. So,
I'll do that, but if I know I'm going to do that at night, I'll just make sure my lunch is,
Well, that was the only meal I ate yesterday.
or you can do something like that if you want to get crazy
not
with
not
it.
on purpose, just busy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do those
Well, I did have like a cheese and nuts beef jerky snack.
Jerky's a good snack.
Yeah.
You want any of those meat snacks is
Hey,
good. That's what you want.
That's
Low in calorie, high in protein.
that's what Hawaii's got.
They do got that, yeah.
Good beef jerky.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
expensive.
Soft. It's not real hard and expensive.
Yeah,
Everything.
it was
Sauce,
good.
egg, and cheese McGriddle. $13.50. That's the combo. $13.50.
You want to hear something wild? You ready?
I spent $70.
McDonald's? Well, you probably got it for what, like 8 people?
70.
How many people?
That was 5 people.
Yeah,
$70.
that's about right, though. It's a little more than 10 a person. Yeah, that's wild. Let me tell you something crazy. You ready? You ready for this one? What's today? Tuesday? Sunday, after church, me and Tara going to Schlitterbahn in Galveston. 'Cause it's her friend's birthday. There's some deal going on. She said, hey, we're going to go to Schlitterbahn. I've never been.
You never been to a Schlitterbahn?
I've been to a Schlitterbahn. I've never been to the Galveston one.
Okay, me neither.
And
I lie. I have been there once.
it's fine. Whatever. That's not the point of the story. But the point is, so we're going there right after church. So, like, we brought our swimsuits, all this stuff. We are on a budget right now, right? So we're trying to save money, not spend. So the fact that we're even going to Schlitterbahn, kind of a bit.
Out of budget.
But it's the birthday. We'll make it work, right? We got to stop and get lunch because we're going straight to the place. And I said, where you want to go? She's naming a few places, and I'm sitting there going, that's going to be like $20-$30 for lunch. And we got to get dinner tonight. I'm sitting there thinking, that's no good. And I'm trying to think of a good solution. Cheap, easy, everybody's happy.
Can you buy lunch $10 less than $10?
You can. Per person,
Per person, yeah.
you absolutely can.
Okay.
So look, and I know she's been talking about Wendy's lately. She
Okay.
got the Wendy app. Now she's all into Wendy's. And, Wendy's keeps having a good deal. They got this and this going on. I go there. I like Wendy's. So I say, hey, you want to stop at a Wendy's? Because I go, Wendy's isn't too bad. They got the biggie meals. Get that for $5. I don't even need that much.
Really?
Yeah.
$5 biggie meal?
Yeah. It's like there's smaller burger,
Okay.
like 4 to 6 nuggets. I don't remember. Small fry, small drink.
You don't need a whole lot before you go swimming.
And we didn't need a whole bunch. I said, you want to go to Wendy's? She said, okay, let's go to Wendy's. So I said, got it. So now I'm going to get out of here under $15 for both of us.
That's good.
Right? That's what I thought.
I don't even think I've seen a Wendy's in Hawaii. Go ahead.
Here's the end of the story, though. We go to Wendy's.
We didn't get the biggie meal.
Well, I said, she's, what do you want? And I'm saying, I'm looking, and she says, hey, let's use the app, because I got the app. I'll get some points. I'm pretty sure I got some coupons. I said, okay, let's see what coupons you got. She's going through the coupons. She sees this one coupon. It's 2 for $6, and you can pick between like a couple different chicken sandwiches and 10-piece nugget, something. You get 2 of these items for $6. And I'm thinking, I said, oh, she said, you want to do that? I said, sure, that sounds good.
Split a large fry.
We could share something. We're good. I'm like, we'll be out of here under $10. So I said, yeah, let's do the 2 for $6. So we picked the spicy chicken sandwich, and it's a 10-piece spicy nugget. She goes, I think I want a salad. And I said, okay, whatever. We can split whatever. So I see her. She's checking out on her app, and the total's like $21 and some change. I said, what? So what did you just order? She goes, I just got a salad. I made it the combo. I'm saying, I look at it. So I got the 2 for. I'm thinking she didn't use the coupon right or something. Like something's wrong, right? There's no way. Mine's $6. We're gonna share some stuff. How is it 21 and some change? See, I look at it. She spent $15 on an average salad, made it the combo, so she got a small fry, which there's no way she's eating any of those fries, and a drink, because, we want to share a drink. Even though we've already got drinks in the car, we got to walk. So she spent like $16. Isn't that wild? That's how much people are spending. And she's, well, I don't know, I wanted a salad. She spent more than 2.5 times. She spent 2.5 times
On lettuce.
on some lettuce.
Well, that was like the chicken salad?
It is a chicken salad. I think it had a diced egg on it or
Oh,
something.
Yeah, those eggs are expensive.
It was probably fine.
Probably could have found you an egg in Hawaii just laying around.
What I realized, though, years
You need
ago,
good chickens.
this is what I realized years ago, being with her, is people don't know how to order cheap stuff. Even if you go to a cheaper place, they just don't even. I'm like, yo, they got the biggie meal. It's $5. Somehow it's still spending like $16 for less food.
I watched
It's crazy to me.
what is it with the big ugly looking dude that yelled a lot?
Big ugly looking dude.
Restaurant Rescue.
Okay. Is that the one with like the bodybuilder dude?
Was he a bodybuilder?
We might be thinking of different ones. You're not talking about Gordon Ramsay.
No. This dude had his hair slicked back.
He's the British guy. Oh, no, this guy I'm thinking of has got the short-haired glasses.
No. And he was always yelling at people, "You're stupid. You don't have to run your own business."
I like
But he explained the menu.
Uh-huh.
The ones that was like deal of the day, you know, and that put all the fancy stuff around and all that stuff. That's the stuff that they make the most money on. Mm-hmm. That's what they want you to order. So they put it in fancy blue box with the yellow stuff around it and all the things. He said, you know, the cheap stuff is outside of that. Mm-hmm. So always look for that type of stuff.
I don't know, dude. I was just like, this is crazy. How did you do that? How did you do that? I had it all figured out. If you really wanted a salad, we could have split the salad.
Yeah,
we just had it like...
we didn't need to order all the rest.
Yeah. She eats half the salad, 2 fries.
What about the other 2 sandwiches?
Oh, I ate the sandwich and I ate all the nuggets. We just spent $21 on this stuff. I got to eat all of this now. I had half of her fries just because she ordered them.
You know what we do? Huh? You go to a restaurant, you order your stuff, and you have all this food left over.
Oh, yeah. She says, you want to take the salad home? I'm not taking your salad. You can take it.
Yeah, be like, yeah, we'll take it home.
Yeah.
Knowing we're not going to eat this.
That's when, yeah.
Go home, put it in the refrigerator, wait for it to mold, and
throw it in the trash. I did that a handful of times.
But you feel bad when you're sitting there like, okay, I can't throw all this. I just spent $80. I can't throw this food away. Yeah. But then you end up throwing it away anyways.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I had another story, but I'm not going to tell her because she'll be upset if I told you this.
Gotta keep that one to yourself.
I'll keep that one down. Anyway, why don't we wrap this up? It's been like an hour and a half.
There you go. See, I don't know what y'all had this like 39-minute podcast.
No, it was like 50.
49.
I don't know about that. I think we broke an hour.
No,
you probably only listened to 40 minutes, so that's what it is. That's probably what it is.
What that really tells me is I talk too much.
I don't know. Hey, I'm glad you're back.
Had a good time. I'll be here next week.
Yeah. See if Caesar's here next week.
I will be here next week. The following week, I'll be off to youth camp.
Oh, yeah.
Preaching youth
Caesar
camp.
will be gone, too.
Yeah,
huh?
Caesar will be gone, so maybe you can knock something out.
I mean, I guess so.
From La Casa.
I guess I got to figure something out.
Yep. All right. Well,
Let's
guys,
get
thanks for stopping by, and we love y'all.
This is the Refuge Project.